today I'd like to talk to you about what it means to be flipping your lid, or your child flipping their lid, which is actually referring to brain function. And you might have heard of the hand model of the brain, which is basically like this would be your brain. This is like the back of your brain. And so inside, this would be your brain stem. And this is where like all of the information from the rest of your body comes to your head brain. But also it regulates like breathing and digestion and things like that. And then you have the amygdala, and the amygdala is like your middle brain. So this is what is kind of the like smoke detector of your brain. This is what helps ignite fight or flight or freeze. So it kind of is telling your brain when you might be in danger. These are like the oldest parts of our brains, both like evolutionary, like it's the reptilian brain, but also these are developed in utero. So those things are ready to roll when you are born. This part that covers up is your cortex. So this is like what you would think of your brain, the top of your brain. And it wraps around the amygdala, and these fingers here are touching the brain stem as well as wrapped around the amygdala. And this is your prefrontal cortex, which is developing into your 20s. So, and that is really where you are like able to think and analyze and reflect and make like kind of moral decisions and kind of be in charge. So this is considered the downstairs brain, and this is the upstairs brain. And the upstairs brain is still developing a lot right now for our young children, but also even like the teens are still developing it, and even into your mid-20s. And then after that, your brain can still change thanks to neuroplasticity, but these things are not developed yet for our children. So if they feel like they're in this fight or flight situation, which can happen when we have very big emotions, whether it's anger or sadness or like feeling neglected, that is going to fire this amygdala, which often can make this prefrontal cortex literally lift off of the amygdala and brain stem. So there's no way for the like rational thinking and critical thinking that needs to happen to actually affect these other parts of the reptilian brain. So it happens to all of us, everyone, adults and children. It happens more for the children because they don't have this part fully developed yet. So we need to, there's often going to be times when you have flipped your lid, and thanks to mirroring neurons, your child will likely flip their lid too. Like if you see someone that's sad, you automatically start to feel sad or concerned, which is actually a good thing. That's part of empathy. But when that's happening between you and your child, the only way or the best way for this to resolve is by the adult being able to get a hold of that prefrontal cortex and try to bring it back down. So I'm going to do some more videos on things that you can do with your child to help them bring their prefrontal cortex down and stop flipping their lid. That's why we say that. It's literal. But for you as the adult, one thing that we really need to be doing, and I've spoken about this before, is just like modeling self-regulation. So if you recognize that you have flipped your lid, then you can be modeling for your child things that you're doing to help bring your cortex down, the prefrontal cortex. So breath is a great way to do it. Just pause and take some deep breaths. And I've done some videos on like kinds of breaths that you can do, but just even 5 deep breaths will help kind of calm it down. And then removing yourself from the situation. You can just say, I need to take a break. Of course, you want to reconnect immediately as soon as you feel calm, but it's okay to say, I need to walk away. I need some time alone. I need to calm myself. That is a skill. It's a self-regulation skill. So it's okay to model, like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm flooded with emotion. I'm feeling really angry. I'm feeling really sad. I am feeling frustrated. Whatever frustration or whatever feeling you're having, you can name it and you can explain, like, I'm overwhelmed with feeling right now. I need to calm down. I'm going to go to my room, or I'm going to go for a walk, or whatever you need to do to regulate. And then immediately come back and connect with your child or whoever it is that you're with during this time. Another strategy, if you're not able to just walk away, kind of going along with the breaths, is doing nasal breathing, which means keeping your mouth closed. So you might see that people are doing that when they're angry, and it might make it seem like they're just even more angry, but it really is a good strategy to, one, slow the system down so that you can calm down, just breathing through your nose, and also with your lips zipped, you're less likely to say something that you're going to regret later. So that is also a good strategy. Zip the lips, do some nasal breathing, and just try to calm. You're trying to pause without reacting. So yeah, those are some ideas about calming your own self if your lid is flipped. Like I said, I'll do more videos about what to do to help your child navigate when their lid has been flipped. But for you, just try to take some breaths. You can zip your lips. You can go for a walk. And then just please remember to reconnect as soon as you are feeling calm and able to connect with your child. Okay, see you next time.